Medieval instrument of torture. The gibbet. Gibbeting was the practice of locking criminals in human-shaped cages and hanging them up for display in public areas as a warning to others. The gibbet refers to the wooden structure from which the cage hung. In some cases, people were already executed before being gibbeted. But in other cases, they were still alive and left to die of exposure and starvation. Immobile and ghastly while alive, and reeking once dead, people who were gibbeted were haunting to behold. The medieval origin of gibbeting is often overlooked due to the popularity of the punishment in 1740s Britain. Nonetheless, many people before then were sentenced to die by being trapped in this torturous contraption. Leaders of Germany's Anabaptist movement in Munster were gibbeted in 1536, and the steel cages are still on display to this day. The United Kingdom also has gibbets on display. One even contains parts of a skull. What's interesting about gibbeting is that it didn't happen that frequently, said Sarah Tarlow, professor of archaeology at the University of Leicester and head of the Harnessing the Power of the Criminal Corpse research project. But it made a big splash and impression when it did. It's a grotesque thing. The chains, the gibbet cages, are person-shaped, and they are designed to hold the body together and hold the body into the shape of a person. And there are other features of the gibbet that put it into this really creepy zone between living and dead. England's penchant for gibbeting peaked in the 1740s, and it was even mandated for convicted murderers by the 1752 Murder Act, which required their bodies to be either publicly dissected or gibbeted. It would smell bad, said Tarlow. You can imagine what it was like just to have a decomposing body near where you lived, especially at the beginning when there was still soft tissue. A public gibbeting often drew crowds of thousands. Unsurprisingly, people who lived by a gibbet were not enthused.